Hi everybody, my name is Catherine Delaney and I'm a sales director with Nutrimedics. I live in Napier and welcome to our business school. So my little segment today is on bookings, one of those things that we have to do really if we want to advance our business, and it really is the way forward. So without new bookings, we're really just dealing with that same clients over and over again and not getting new business and not increasing our business. So sometimes we've just got to bite the bullet and we've just got to get those new bookings in our diary. So we want to try and make this as painless and easy for you as possible. So there is a good way of doing it, and it's by being prepared really and doing what we call a power hour. So what you need to do is you need to prep for your power hour. First of all, by having a prospect list. So you need your A, B and C people on your prospect list. Now, what we mean by that is your A people are the ones who are easily going to have a whole party for you. So they're your friends, your family, the people that you can bully into doing anything. So they're the ones that you ask first because they're the ones that are most likely to say yes because they probably owe you a few favours anyway. The B list are the ones that I personally like the best. They're the best parties. They're the ones who, the people that you kind of know on a weekly basis, and you kind of chat to them, and you don't really socialise with them. You don't really know their friends, but you know them well enough to say, hey, my business is Nutrimedics, and I would really love to, have a party with you. So I'll give you the words to say later. But they're the ones who I think are the most successful because they have guests here that you've never met before. The C list are for the ones who maybe just a little bit scared about asking. There might be people that you just think, oh, they might say no. So you sort of put them onto the back burner, but you still need that list. They're the ones that you go to last. Obviously, the A list is the ones we start with. They're the good practice anyway. So let's get started. Before you start, we're going to do a little bit of prep here. So first of all, you're going to decide who you're going to call on your power hour. So you need their name, their phone number, how you know them and where they live, and maybe just jot a little note about them. Say, could be, your cousin Elizabeth who's just had a baby, so you think, yeah, actually she needs a pamper. So, or it could be your friend who's down the road who just loves makeup, so you just write, I'm going to put a makeup party with her. So jot some little notes down. So because your power hour, you're going to try and get through as many phone calls as possible, and it's going to become a challenge to you. So be prepared. And of course, have this little reference when you are booking with them, because you'll need to make a few notes here. So once you've rung them, just jot their name down, the party theme you decided on, the date and time, the hostess address, and any other little notes. It may be, say, she's going to ask your mother-in-law if she could have it at her house because her house is bigger and in her own house in the middle of renovations, or it could be that maybe her husband's on late shift and she's not sure who's working at night. Just little things like that that you can always go back with her just to confirm, but just take note of. Okay, so first of all, you've got to think of the person in mind that you're about to ring, and you've got to think why it would benefit her to have a party. Well, for an example, maybe I've got a customer who's always after the DNA cream. And so, unfortunately, she lives in Christchurch, but if she was here, I would say to her, hey, Diane, I know you're after the DNA cream. You're waiting for it to come up in special. It doesn't look like it's coming up anytime soon. How about you get a couple of girlfriends together and I'll give you that DNA cream for half price. Obviously, we're going to get that on our product rebate. It's a win-win situation. So, you really want to benefit her. The first thing you've got to do is sell the idea to her why she should be doing this for you. The next thing could be that maybe she is out of a lot of makeup and she needs an update, or that she's got a wedding coming up to, and that she's thinking, oh, I'm going to have to do my own makeup here. Maybe I need to learn a few techniques. So have a little think about each person and think what approach you're going to come into with her, which is going to benefit her the most. And also why she should actually not only have it for herself, but why it would be fun for her to have it with some friends. So, for example, getting the girls together has become one of those things that is becoming harder and harder in this day and age. We have Messenger, we message them all the time, but do we ever see them? So this is a huge selling point for us, and becoming bigger and bigger. It is the one opportunity to get the girls together for a pamper session. And who would not want to do that these days? So it's becoming unique and it's becoming a big selling point for us. So sell that to her. Also take away her initial fears of having a party. Often they are, number one, that she thinks it's going to be a lot of trouble, like cooking a big supper. and things she thinks, oh, it's going to take all night. So, you really need to say, look, it's just an hour. It's a good chance to get the girls together for a quick wine, a cup of coffee. Don't go to a lot of trouble for supper. People don't eat it these days. And also it puts a people going forward, if they want to book, they think they've got to, if you're a good cook, they think, oh my gosh, I can't do that, so I'm not going to have a party. So just keep it really simple, please, for my sake. And it instantly takes the pressure off them. They realise that, they're not going to be like, oh, how come she didn't provide supper? It's because I told them not to. So just take away those objections before they're even aired, and it instantly makes me think, oh yeah, just get the girls together, coffee, wine, fun, pamper. Okay, sell it to her for her benefits. Now, you're obviously going to offer a couple of themes here, so have a think about that. Now, skincare is obviously suits everybody. Everybody needs skincare, and it's becoming more and more obvious these days that everybody needs skincare because there's a big difference between people's skin who uses it and people who don't. So come in at a level of where her skincare is at. If she doesn't use much, then keep it simple. Just do a Nutri-Rich hot towel facial. If she's one of your top skincare buyers, then come in with our latest and greatest products and say, get the girls together. I'd really love to demonstrate the latest clay mask or something like that. So you've really got to sell the benefits of the different parties. Colour, if she never wears makeup, say, I'd really like to teach you just a few basic techniques, and your friends. Often people seem to hang in groups, really. If you don't often get a whole lot of people that wear makeup all the time, and a whole lot of people that don't. It's often people seem to be either all do or don't. So if there are a group of girls that love makeup, they're the easiest ones. All you have to do is just bring along the latest products, let them play with it. You don't have to demonstrate, you don't have to do anything. They'll just get stuck in and they'll just play with those products, and you can just sit back and actually just, that's an easy party to do. If they have got no idea about makeup, you may just have to do a really nice basic demonstration just to show them how to do it. And honestly, what we think is nothing is a lot to them. So that's just another way to sell a colour party. But, sort of do what suits your guest, your hostess. Okay, now before you even start, you've got to know why you're doing this. So, know your dream. And actually what I suggest you do is you have it, write it down on a piece of paper right beside where your phone is, where you're ringing these people, so that it just constantly keeps you going, this is why I'm doing it, this is why I'm doing it. It could be because your income is now part of the paying the monthly bills. It could be that it's this beautiful handbag that you've seen and you think, right, if I book 4 parties, I'm going to buy that bag. It could be that you want to take your kids to Splash Planet next holidays, and holidays are expensive for children, as you've probably just realised over the last school holidays. So have your goal, have it written beside you, so it just keeps you motivated. That if you get a no, it thinks, this is why I'm doing it. I'm just going to keep making those calls because this is what I really want. Set your booking goal. So do a power hour, as we said. Maybe you might say, okay, I'm going to book 5 parties in this power hour. Now, if you get to 5 yeses in half an hour, don't stop there. Take another look at your goal and think, I can double that. I can get the shoes to match the handbag, or I can have more than just pay the bills this month. We can have some leftover, or, not only can I take the kids to Splash Planet, I'll take them somewhere else as well. So don't stop at 5, aim for 10. If you don't quite get your 5 by the end of the hour, then maybe say, okay, I'm just going to keep going until I get my 5. I'm on a roll now. I've got 4. I can just keep going. So, reach your goal. Either make it the hour or make it the goal, but you don't stop if you haven't quite got there. Prepare your diary. Now, this is really important. You've got to control your diary. Don't you let your diary control you. So you've got to set the dates out quite clearly of the dates in the upcoming month of when you want to work. You may need to chat to your family about it first, especially if it's going to be a little bit of a surge just to get you started again. Once you've got those dates in mind, when you're talking to your hostess, your future hostess, offer her 2 days only. She will choose one of those 2 days if she's got one of those 2 days free. If she hasn't, then just offer another 2 days. But don't offer her a whole week. Just have control. If you offer them too many, it's too much mind indecision, and they probably just say no. So just 2 days is what works. It's sort of a proven technique. So to just do that. And if she says to you, which is quite common, say, can I get back to you with a date? Say, look, From past experience, if you went to your friends and said, look, I'm having a makeup party, and they say, oh yeah, when is it? And you say, I don't know, then they can't say yes or no whether they're coming. So what we need to do is pencil in a date in the meantime. If it looks like the majority can make it, then let's make that your date. Don't expect everybody to be able to say yes to one date. So, if the majority can make it, let's just go ahead with that date. So that way you still get that date in your diary. 9 times out of 10, that date will hold, that pencil date. So don't be afraid to say that too, even if you just use us as previous experience. You do need to say that. Do not hang up without getting some date in your diary. Okay, everybody. Well, that's it. And I hope you have some success with your bookings, your power hour. Decide on your hour and just go for it, girls. And please let your upline know how you get on. Thank you.